My life, it was pretty much a normal life. I mean, with cerebral palsy and going through that, there were things that were a little bit different. So it has been a journey trying to figure out how to walk unsupported without a walker, how to run. For the most part, I was told to go out there and do my thing, go out there and try whatever I wanted to try. I'm Nolan, and this is my story.
Nolan is a twin, so he has a sister. So obviously when he was younger, he was diagnosed with CP, and so things took him a lot longer. He was 2 when he began to walk, and so she was kind of the mother hen. So they definitely were a unit together. They went to preschool early together, into school, and he was determined. Again, he wanted to do everything that she was doing. She wanted to take care of him.
Having someone as a twin going through it step by step with you is definitely the biggest help in my life growing up with a disability, and just growing up in general, was having someone that you were able to fight through with. So we started working with Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities in 2020. A vocational counselor was assigned to us, and we started the process. And everything was really centered towards the end goal, which is independence and employment. Nolan started with the PREETs, the pre-employment transition services. He did that after school. He would leave basketball practice for an hour, go to his PREETs class, come back to basketball practice, help out with the team. And he did that for probably a year, a little over a year, to gain that type of experience that was going to be needed when he sought employment. It's absolutely been a great help in leading my life towards independence, mostly because of the ability to help me get a job, a summer job, to help start building that independence. Absolutely would not have gotten the job without OOD, because they were so helpful in the whole submitting a resume process, the whole trying to clarify what the job was, and even just helping to get a job in general. I absolutely would not have gotten a job at Giant Eagle, where I love to work and would love to go back in the summer. At the same time, we started to get the assessments for what he was going to need for driving. So it has been a long road trying to figure out what I need hand controls, what I not. I ended up going with 2-foot pedal operations, so I'm able to drive any car without modifications. So just the whole process has really actually helped me grow as a person, because it has told me that the road to independence is not an easy road, but it's a road that you have to take. You know, when we talked to our vocational counselor, she had mentioned that there is a education fund, and we kind of went, okay, what is that? And, you know, she said, well, the state has money and wants these opportunities for children and adults with disabilities to go to school, get a higher education, and, you know, continue as that as part of their independence path. And for us, as I said, it was kind of a shock, and it came right before his freshman year, like 2 weeks before, you know, we started hearing of this, and we just like, you're kidding. And it was just an absolute pleasant surprise to know that the state has this type of program.
There's so much out there, and it's hard to know everything that is there, but I would love this to be an avenue for more parents to know what's available to them, and that there's help out there. And when you don't know the answers to things like for the driving, for instance, I mean, you know, we had 2 kids, same age, driving, and it took a long process for us to figure that out. And so we definitely wouldn't have gotten there. We would have figured it out eventually, but certainly not without the support that we had.
The whole point of college, obviously, is to get a degree, but for me, it was more so, how am I going to do being by myself, being alone? And I feel like Mount Union was probably the best middle ground between having an easy transition of things I'm comfortable with, such as a small school that Mount Union is, but still being able to really be by myself, be independent, and live my own life. So yes, I'm going to Mount Union to major in exercise science and eventually try to get a master's in orthotics and prosthetics.
We just want him to find what he loves to do. And I think that's what any parent wants for any of their kids. You want them to find their place. You want them to enjoy life. You want them to be happy. And that's what we want for him.
So I don't want people to see success stories as unattainable things. It's not a success story, it's a developing story, and anyone can develop themselves, and that is what success is.
Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities.